Welcome students. Today we are going to see the next chapter, banks and simple interest. You have heard about banks. You might have seen your father going to the bank to carry out the transactions. Today we are going to learn about different types of accounts, simple interest, a formula for simple interest. So let us start. Pausing. Different types of accounts. Current account. A current account is mainly for traders and those dealing in money on daily basis. An account holder can deposit or withdraw money any number of time, but he does not get interest on the money in this type of account. Then you might have heard about saving account. Person can deposit a minimum amount and open a saving account. The bank pays some interest on the basis of daily credit balance in the account. There are some restrictions on how often money can be withdrawn from the account. Then the another type is recurring deposit account, fixed deposit, then ATM, credit and debit cards. An ATM means automatic teller machine card is used to withdraw cash without going to a bank. A credit card or debit card is used to carry out the transactions without using cash. An account holder can get such card on request to the bank. Passbook is issued for saving account and a recurring deposit account. Amount deposited, withdrawn and the balance are recorded in the passbook with the dates. See further. Let's recall. You have learnt about simple interest in 6th standard. We will revise by taking an example. Suppose Renu deposited 100 rupees for 1 year at the rate 5% per annum in the bank. After 1 year, now with this example, here she deposited 100 rupees. So our principal is 100 rupees. The time period is 1 year. Then the rate of interest, it is denoted by R, is 5% per annum. Per annum means per year. Means Renu will be getting, after 1 year, she will be getting 100 rupees plus some extra amount. That extra amount is nothing but the simple interest. Now what will be the extra amount or simple interest in this case? For 1 year means for 100 on 100 rupees she will get 5 rupees extra. So when returning back, the amount will be 100 plus 5. Means at the end of the year she will get 105 rupees. So this 5 is the interest on rupees 100. So from this you might have understood the what is rate of interest, then the period and the principal. So principal is denoted by P, the period or time is denoted by T, the rate of interest, it is calculated in percentage, it is denoted by R. Amount is principal plus interest. So from this we get the formula. Amount is equal to principal plus interest. Simple interest formula. Simple interest is calculated by the formula P into R into T upon 100. So with this formula, with the help of this formula, we will solve the examples from the problem set. T is time or number of years. I is interest. We will solve example.
Start.
We will solve example from practice set 40. The first example. If Rihanna deposits 1500 rupees in the school fund at 9% per annum for 2 years, what is the total amount she will get? So in this example, principal is given, then rate of interest is given, time period is given. You have to find out first simple interest and then find out the amount. So we will write what is given to us. Principal is equal to ₹1,500. Then rate of interest is equal to 9% per annum. Time 2 years. We have to find out interest and find out amount. So you know the formula for simple interest. So simple interest is equal to PRT upon 100. So principal is 1500 into rate of interest is 9, number of years 2 upon 100. So this answer comes to 270. So this is the interest. Now when you add this interest to the principal, you get the amount. So amount is equal to principal plus interest, which is equal to 1500 plus 270. So this is the amount. The next sum, Jethalal took a housing loan of 2,50,000 rupees from the bank at 10% per annum for 5 years. What is the yearly interest he must pay and the total amount he returns to the bank? He has taken loan from the bank. So the bank will charge him the interest. So first they have asked you yearly interest, means interest for 1 year. And then he has to return the amount to the bank at the end of 5 years. So that amount you have to find out. So what is given to us, that we will first write down. Principal is given to us 2,50,000 rupees. Then rate of interest 10% per annum. Then time period is 5 years. So first we will find out the interest for 1 year. So we have the formula interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100. So principal is 2,50,000, rate of interest 10. First we will find out the interest for 1 year. So number of years 1 upon 100. So it comes to 25,000 rupees. This is the interest for 1 year. Now we have to find out for 5 years. So this we will multiply by 5. So interest for 5 years will be 25,000 into 5, which comes to 1,25,000 rupees. Now one more thing they have asked you, the amount he returns to the bank. The amount when he will return to the bank at the end of 5 years will be principal plus interest. So principal is 2,50,000 and interest at the end of 5 years is 1,25,000. So you will add this to get the So this is the amount for he has to return to the bank at the end of 5 years. Next sum, I will read it, the fourth one from the exercise. At a certain rate of interest, the interest after 4 years on 5,000 rupees principal is 1,200. What would be the interest on 15,000 rupees at the same rate of interest for the same period? So first of all, what is given to us that we will write down. So principal is given to you 5,000 rupees. Then time is given to you 4 years. Rate is not given, so you have to find out the rate. And interest is given to you 1,200 rupees. So from the formula of simple interest, we will find out the rate first. So formula we will write, simple interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100. So interest is 1,200 is equal to principal is 5,000, rate you don't know, then number of years is 4 upon 100. These two zeros cancel. Now you take R to one side and the numbers to the one side. So this side we have 1,200 Now when 50 into 4 it comes to the other side, it will be divided. So 1,200 divided by 50 into 4. So this zero gets cancelled. 5 ones are 5 2s are 10 and 5 4s are 4 ones are 4 6s are. So rate of interest comes to 6% per annum. So this is first part of the sum. Now we will solve the next part. They have asked you the interest on 15,000 for the same period at the same rate. So we will find out the interest now. The principal is now 15,000. Rate of interest we have found out, it is 6% per annum. Then number of years, 4 years. So we will solve by using the formula. Interest is equal to P into R into T upon 100. So principal is given into rate into 4 upon 100. So these two zeros get cancelled. So 150 into 24. So this multiplication, it comes to 3,600 rupees. Therefore, we have the interest 3,600 rupees on the principal 15,000. Fifth sum. If Pankaj deposits 1,50,000 in a bank at 10% rate for 2 years, what is the total amount he will get from the bank? So here we have to find out first simple interest, and then from simple interest we will find out the amount. So what is given to you that we will write down. Principal is given 1,50,000. Then rate of interest is given 10% per annum. Number of years is given 2 years. So from this we can find out the simple interest. So we will write the formula. $1,50,000 multiplied by rate is 10 multiplied by 2 upon 100. These two zeros get cancelled. So we have 1500 multiplied by 20. So this comes to 30,000. So this is the first part of the sum. Now you got the interest. From this interest you can find out the amount. You know the formula for finding out the amount. Amount is equal to principal plus interest. So principal is 1,50,000. So to this you will add the interest, that is 30,000. So the answer comes 1,80,000 is the amount he will get after 2 years. So you have to solve all the sums from exercise practice set number 40. The next sum, the remaining sum from the next exercise, we will see in the next video.